Okay, well, thank you very much. Magandang hapon sa ating lahat po. Ito po si Nico Fabian. Nandito naman po ulit sa programa natin, Nick Talk, The Real Talk with Nico. And today is February 10 na tayo, no? February 10 na tayo. And it's Tuesday. Sana lang po everything is running smoothly sa mga buhay natin. And of course, nandito ako po to give you siguro hindi naman lahat ang mga what is happening dyan po sa Pilipinas, but at least yun mga importanteng notisya na kailangan tayo mga Filipinos dito sa Malaysia, dyan po sa Sabah, and of course mga overseas Filipinos sa iba-ibang parte ng mundo, and of course din ang mga kababayan, kaibigan at kapatid natin dyan po sa Pilipinas who is tuning or watching itong programa natin, Nick Talk, The Real Talk with Nico. Welcome sa inyong lahat. Again, I would like to say good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Kung sa malayo pa yun po, this is how we greet. Salamat pagi, salamat patang, and salamat malam sa inyong lahat po. So, ngayon, mayroon tayong sabihin natin two issues that are very important issues that I want to share with you, no? With all of you dito sa program natin, Nick Talk, The Real Talk with Nico. One is itong very hot issue in the Philippines po, no? Ang resolution, no? Resolution dyan po sa Senado, resolution in the Senate which successfully passed yesterday. It was passed yesterday po, no? Unanimous din po ang boto ng resolution condemning the remarks made by China, especially the officials of China, particularly the representative or embassy officials of China dyan po sa Manila. No? It took, I think, 2 weeks po. No? 2 weeks itong issue. Only to pass kahapon na po during the Senate session. During the Senate session kahapon, Monday, February 9. So tapos na yan po. But it did not pass. Yun, madali lang po, no? It took them 2 weeks deliberating, debating the issues, especially both coming from the majority bloc and also those in the minority bloc po. Mainit ang issue, and to the extent na nakita natin po, medyo may exchange of words and iba na ang body language of our senators po during the debate. But anyway, it is healthy, no? For me, I say it is healthy because at least both parties managed to express what they want, no? The reason behind why they want this resolution to be passed by the Senate po. But there is this persona non grata proposed by no less than our Senate President, si Senator Tito Soto, and that was not successful po. That was not successful. But anyway, during our program today, I'm going to share with you some video clips, no? Video clips ito po about the debate between the sponsor of the resolution and sino yan po ang sponsor ng resolution? I'm referring to no other than si Senator Kiko Pangilinan. And of course, during the debate or discussion between Senator Pangilinan and Senator Alan Cayetano, no? Medyo mainit yun po kahapon nangyari. After that, they passed the resolution po. Successful victory on the part of the majority bloc. And the other issue that I want to touch later on, after we touch on this thing, West Philippine Sea po, I would like to touch on yun, nasabi ni Senator Risa Ontiveros that he's ready po, no? Ready any post, be it the president or vice president, she is willing to be a candidate come 2028. Ano ba po? Some people are saying Is Senator Risa Hontiveros is dreaming, or she just want to play games with the voters? Huh? Because looking at the situation, or let's base on the poll surveys, no? Malayo talaga si Senator Risa Hontiveros if she decides, no? Or ang party nila po will decide to officially declare her as the presidential candidate for the party, ang PDP, ang Liberal Party. Now, if you are going to compare based on the survey, ang layo po kay, sabihin natin, potential candidate and very winnable po si Vice President Inday Sara Duterte. But anyway, let's talk about this thing, and I will be sharing with you some video clips po later on during our program. That's why I would advise sa mga followers natin, kagaya ni Sheila Dafilmoto, who is also watching itong programa natin today. So, stick to my program and until the end, because I'm going to share several video clips regarding the issue of the debate or discussion, very hot discussion between Senator Kiko Pangilinan and Senator Alan Cayetano, and as well as ang mga statements, reactions made by Senator Risa Hontiveros. So, sige lang po, maganda itong issue. And do not forget po, no? Itong programa natin, nandito tayo sa Facebook. We are here in Facebook. We are also in YouTube. And of course, we are also in TikTok. So don't forget to follow, subscribe, like. I will be very much appreciate or happy if you can follow me, subscribe, and like po. Yun lang po ang hingi ko sa inyong lahat po, because I'm doing this for all of you. Ang mga Filipinos dito sa Malaysia, mga Malaysian friends, overseas Filipino workers, and of course, ang mga kababayan, kaibigan, kapatid natin dyan po sa Pilipinas. Okay? Let's proceed to our program. Kung minsan mayroon tayong mga a little bit noises, no? Dahil nandito tayo sa Kuala Lumpur ngayon po, sa condominium po. And there are some people who are renovating ba yun po ang units nila. And yun na po, you can hear some construction noises. Construction noises yan po. But anyway, don't mind lang po, no? Tuloy natin ang programa natin, ang mga issues. Okay, let me read you a story, a news article coming from Philstar. Lumabas ito po ngayon sa mga newspaper dyan po sa Pilipinas. And nandito po, the heading of the news article is Senate adopts resolution versus China diplomats. Diplomats po. Okay, ito na po. Let me share with you itong detalles, ang detalles ng news article po. Yeah, let me drink hot water po para hindi tayo kasi still, I am a little bit of coughing, no? Dahil siguro po, weather ba ito or ano? But so far, okay naman po. But anyway, okay, let's push through with our topic. Now, this story goes this way. After 2 weeks of being held back by colleagues, senators pushing for a measure condemning Chinese diplomats for their hostile statements against Filipino officials have finally secured victory. Ibig sabihin po, after 2 weeks of debate, discussions po, dyan po sa Senado at the Senate, finally, yesterday po, during the Senate session, the resolution finally passed. No? Or in other words, the resolution secured victory po. Victory for the majority bloc. The Senate, without any objections, adopted yesterday Senate Resolution 256 condemning China's diplomats for their insults against Philippine officials who voiced defense of the country's sovereignty, and maritime rights. Nasaktan din ako po ang mga mga remarks ng China. But on the other hand po, I also agree with the opposition that the problem should be dealt diplomatically po, no? Diplomatically, not necessarily harsh ang natin. But anyway, ang resolution 256 condemning China, pasado na po, okay na po. And mabuti lang po, I'm also happy to hear the resolution, ang mga Senado po, no? They did not agree to declare persona non grata to the ambassador of China dyan po sa Pilipinas, no? Because if they did that po, grabe siguro ang for me, I think we have to face the music and consequences po, no? Of declaring persona non grata to the officials or embassy officials of sabihin natin China. This means cut off na ang relationship natin with China. And ano mangyari po? Who will suffer? The ordinary people will suffer po. Definitely. Definitely po. Anyway, later on, maybe I will say something on this thing po, no? But the Senate, revoked, fell short of the proposal to declare Chinese embassy deputy spokesperson or any Chinese diplomat persona non grata, which means expulsion from the Philippines. The resolution was filed by the majority bloc composed of sino-sino yan po, nag-file ang resolution. Ang resolution authored by Senator Francis Pangilinan, siya po ang sponsor, supported by Senate President Vicente Soto III, Senate President Pro Tempore Panfilo Lacson, Majority Leader Juan Miguel Zubiri, and Senators Erwin Tulfo, Rizal Taveros, Rafi Tulfo, Sherwin Gatchalian, Loren de Carda, J.B. Hercito, Bam Aquino, Camille Villar, Mark Villar, Lito Lapid, and the minorities Jinggoy Estrada. Yan po, they supported itong resolution. The rest of the senators belonging to the minority po did not support the resolution. It was approved subject to style, which means that while the substance of the resolution has been deemed final, the Secretariat or the sponsor is authorized to make minor grammatical or formatting corrections to polish the text without altering its meaning. While the adoption was not met with any objections on the floor, it was preceded by a lengthy debate between Pangilinan as a sponsor and Senate Minority Leader Alan Peter Cayetano. The session had to be suspended twice due to heated discussion. Kahapon yan po, 2 beses nag-suspend po dahil medyo mainit na po ang exchange of words between Pangilinan and Cayetano. I was watching itong session nila kahapon po, no? During the debate, Cayetano insisted, during the debate si Cayetano, nag-insist talaga po that the Philippine Coast Guard spokesperson or spokesman for West Philippine Sea, Commodore J. Tariela, had erred in using a caricature of Chinese President Xi Jinping in a speaking engagement. No? Sa tingin ko po, dahil, it all started, ito kay Commodore, Coast Guard Commodore J. Tariela, wherein nagpunta siya sa isang function sa eskwelahan po, and he showed ang caricature of the President of China, si Xi Jinping, which irritated sa ang China po. Of course, that is the president po, no? That's the president. Cayetano argued that Tariela's actions were diplomatically risky. Ha? Anong ginawa ni Tariela po is risky po. It could create unnecessary problem sa diplomatic ties natin between China and the Philippines. And that the Senate minority could not back him as far as the resolution was concerned. So, Cayetano is not happy. In fact, all the minority senators, members ng minority, except si Estrada, Jingo Estrada po, lahat sila po, they did not agree. Pangilinan, however, responded that Tariela's name was not mentioned in the resolution and that it was referring to China's social media operations against government officials at large. Pangilinan also countered that Beijing engages in exactly the same behavior, pointing out that Chinese state-controlled media outlets like Xinhua frequently publish caricatures of President Bongbong Marcos. The debate intensified when Pangilinan questioned why the minority leader appeared to be rationalizing China's actions while criticizing a Filipino official. Yun po, no? They're questioning ang minority leader. Minority leader si Cayetano. Bakit nandyan siya, inclined siya sa China? Pero sabi naman ni Senator Cayetano, sabi niya, parehas sa'yo, we all support ang rights natin sa West Philippine Sea, no? Sa West Philippine Sea bilang isang Pilipino po. But the method we are adopting ang approach na to solve the problem po, or to show that we are not happy with the remarks of China po, is a little bit doubtful or wrong. Kaya nga sabi niya po, being a former secretary ng Department of Foreign Affairs, he knows the diplomatic way on how to deal problems, no, between two countries. Kaya nga sabi niya po, hindi dapat ganyan and hindi na kailangan itong resolution. Let the Department of Foreign Affairs deal with China tungkol itong problema po. Yun po. That is the issue. Si Ray Dualio is also watching. I would like to say shout out sa iyo. I hope everything is running smoothly sa buhay ninyo po ngayon kung nasaan si Ray, no? Thank you very much for watching. So, yan ang issue. Yan ang issue po. And it took 2 weeks. 2 weeks talaga po. Hanggang kahapon, finally, ang majority of bloc secured victory sa resolution nila po. In other words, nag-pass po ang resolution but without the persona non grata, which is very good po. Which is very good. Anyway, lahat ng mga senators po, they have their own minds. No? They have their own minds po. That is the beauty there po. Away-away sila po sa session nila po. But lahat sila po, they are protecting ang welfare interest of every Filipinos and of course, ang bayan natin which we call the Philippines. Alright? So, dumating na tayo po dito sa sa oras na I will be sharing with you some footages po, no? Footages. Alright. To start with, let me share with you na ito na, sabi nila, na wala ang West Philippine Sea sa mapa po. Totoo ba yan po? Wala. Alright. Let me share with you first itong video clip po, Sandali. Listen carefully. And ang dami pa tayong mga video clips, Ang dami tayong mga video clips today. You hold on and Let's watch this thing.
Walang West Philippine Sea na makikita sa mapa ng mundo o sa official na listahan ng mga dagat at karagatan. Ang IHO, International Hydrographic Organization, ay nagsasagawa ng survey, charts, at listahan upang matiyak na ang lahat ng mga dagat, karagatan at navigable waters ay madokumento at maprotektahan. Sa listahan ng IHO, walang West Philippine Sea na makikita. Tanging South China Sea lamang. At kung halimbawa namang ipaglalaban nating palitan ang paranan ng South China Sea to West Philippine Sea, o di kaya naman ilaban natin ang bahagi ito ng South China Sea ay ipapatawag nating West Philippine Sea, dito tayo sa IHO kailangan mag-fight. At sa madaling salita, aabutin tayo ng 48 years upang makatanggap tayo ng resulta, which is hindi natin alam, walang West.
Alright, yan po, no? Walang West Philippine Sea. Walang West Philippine Sea. Alright, the next video clip that I want to share, random na lang tayo po, no? I'll do it randomly, na hindi na in order. Basta ang importante po, marinig ninyo, makita ninyo po kung ano talaga nangyari kahapon dyan po sa session ng Senado kahapon po. Anyway, sandali. Tingnan natin. Tingnan natin ito po. Report ba ito?
Upang kondenahin ang 2 beses na sinuspende ang sesyon sa Senado, nang tumaas ang tensyon sa debate ni na Senator Alan Peter Cayetano at Senator Kiko Pangilinan ngayong Lunes, February 9, sa gitna ito ng pagtalakay sa resolusyong inihahain upang kondenahin ang umano'y asal at pamumuno ng Chinese Embassy laban sa ilang opisyal sa bansa.
Alright, yon. Yan po. So, let's start. Paano ba ito? Nag-start itong complain, nasaktan ng senator natin po, no? Tungkol sa issue ng statement made by the Chinese officials. And apparently, it all started dyan po sa caricature ni Commodore J. Tariela. Tariela ba yan? Yeah, Tariela. Anyway, let's watch itong video clip ngayon. I'm sorry po, hindi na tayo na sabihin natin in order dahil ano ba ito 116. I'm looking for 116 and saan yun 116 116. Hold on po, sandali po. Meron tayo dito 116. Okay, sandali. Alright, sandali po. 28, 16, 116. Tingnan natin. Okay, kung saan talaga dito nakumpisa. Hold on, give me time. Medyo mahina ang kalaban natin. Medyo mahina tayo ngayon. Anyway, sige lang po. Let's start with this 139. 139. Mayroon ba tayo dito? 139, 129. Okay.
Yes, and I want to oversimplify. Si Senator Amy, kapitbahay natin dalawa. Co-owners tayo, may puno ng mangga sa gitna. Sabi ni Senator Amy sa kanya yon. Sabi natin dalawa sa atin yon. Tuwing nagbubunga, nag-aaway tayo. Ang problema, mas mayaman sa atin si Senator Amy. Ang problema, marami pong tangke, airplano, pati sa pera, pati sa diplomacy, sa abogado, mas marami si Senator Amy. So ako, ang stand ko, makipag-usap tayo kay Senator Amy. Ikaw ang stand mo, sinisigawan na tayo, makipagsigawan na tayo. So we have the same stand. Let me just finish the sentence. Yes, and I will try. Ang pinag-uusapan natin, yung approach. Pero as so far as saying na etong puno ng mangga ay atin, pareho tayo. Pero hindi po nakikipagsigawan ng
I would not describe yung position taken by this representation as nakikipagsigawan. In fact, maganda yung point ng minority leader, yung kanyang paghahambing na sila, ang China, maraming baril, maraming resources, maraming armamento, etc. At dahil nga doon, napakahalaga na ating isinusulong yung rule of law at yung ating sandigan ay yung international law. Hindi natin maaaring labanan ng puwersa ang China. We cannot fight in the area of brute force. And that's why we are fighting in the area of the arbitral ruling, the UNCLOS, the rule of law, international. Yes.
Alright, yan po. Nag-umpisa na po ang exchange of words between Senator Kiko Pangilinan and of course si Senator Alan Peter Cayetano po. So, saan ba talaga ito nag-umpisa? Ha? Saan ba talaga ito? Why, ano talaga ito nag-umpisa? Let's watch and listen to this po.
Yield to questions, Mr. President. Mr. President, I will no longer yield to questions, Mr. President.
Okay, sandali po. Hindi pa ito. And, saan ba tayo, ha? Medyo na, ano na tayo. Nalito na tayo dito eh. Let's watch this one po.
Is bakit napakahirap dating, Mr. President, the Filipino people ayaw ng bastos. Pwede tayo mag-disagree, pero follow the proper order and decorum. Magkakampi tayo, walang question pagdating sa territory sovereignty. Nagkakaiba tayo ng approach, pero sana magkaisa tayo na pag mali ang ginawa ng isang empleyado, ay mali. Kasi nga maraming nanonood sa atin ngayon. So kung bukas maraming lalabas na meme, democracy yun. Pero kung staff mismo natin ang magmimim sa
Alright. Ayaw ang mga Pilipinos may puntos naman si Senator Alan Peter Cayetano po, no? And ang next video clip that I'm going to share with you po is 120. Asan yun? 120, ha? Asan yun 120? Let's watch and listen to this.
I love the Philippines, I will fight for our territory.
Mr. President, I am not from China. Why will they put a meme? Why will you...
China, it's about saying that Commodore Tariela is correct because he's wrong. If he just simply stated, I love the Philippines, I will fight for our territory, I'll fight for our sovereignty rights, I will do my duty, but sorry, dahil uminit ulo ko, nilabas ko to, pero hindi official yan. Tapos tayo.
We beg to disagree, Mr. President, that Mr. Commodore Tariela is mistaken. So he would not have put this resolution and authored it if we felt Mr.
So
Tariela.
that's what I want to elicit. So the authors of this resolution is saying, pwede. So kung ang official ng presidente is to have certain decorum sa presidente ng China, pwede yung isang general hindi sumunod. Ang sa kanya, bastusin natin yung
Mr. President, that is his interpretation.
No. Bastos yun.
No, that is your interpretation.
No. If I ask them now,
Mr. President, we beg to disagree.
Can you show the slide?
Mr. President, we beg to disagree. The Department of National Defense has issued a statement condemning China's remarks, Mr.
We're
President.
not talking about, Mr. President, if you look at the DFA, it was also telling Guyana, but not directly.
It says,
It was saying, follow the decorum, Mr. President. Mr. President, kung ganyan ang stand natin, then my staff now can show a meme of you.
Mr. President,
Mr. President, dito ba sa, let me ask that
Mr.
question.
President, I am not from China. I will your staff
No, it's not about China, it's about
yan po, no? Medyo sila kahapon and tense ang sitwasyon dyan po sa Senado kahapon po and yan po, may dalawa sila. Ang Senator Kiko may puntos, no? Being a Filipino. Si Senator Cayetano din po, may puntos din siya po, no? Because that's one that this issue will be aggravated, no? And it will affect ang bilateral ties between Philippines and China. Between Philippines and China. Totoo naman yun. May puntos po. Because if something will happen between the, sabihin natin, bilateral ties between China and Philippines po, ang dami po will be affected. Let's watch and listen to this.
yield to questions, Mr. President. Mr. President, I will no longer yield to questions, Mr. President.
May I ask this question? When the military decided to pave the way to build a runway sa Pag-asa Island, was there any objection by any department in in our country at that time?
Well, Mr. President, with all due respect, Mr. President, I think we have exhausted.
Mr. President,
this
do we
debate.
have closure here?
No, Mr. President, but I
Mr.
no longer
President.
would like to
No, on one hand, Mr. President,
respond
sabi niya,
for
minimize ko.
Mr.
Nung nagtatanong naman ako ng ibang opisyal, ayaw naman sagutin. Sino
Mr.
nag-minimize?
President, I have the floor. I have the floor. Mr. President, point of order. I have the floor, and I would like to manifest that we believe this has been exhausted. For 2 weeks, Mr. President, we have debated this, and I think we have ventilated the issue enough, and it is time for a vote, Mr. President. I will no longer yield to questions, Mr. President.
Let me ask this question. When the military
So, sabi ni Senator Pangilinan, exhausted na, it took 2 weeks, so tama na itong debate, no? But si Senator Peter Alan Cayetano, still insisted po, he wants to show he wants to express ang mga ideas niya po, ang mga points niya po, no? And yun po, they continued po. And finally, although they did not win, ang minority po, no, because the resolution finally was passed, but at least they were able to share whatever ang opinion nila po, no, or mga ideas nila tungkol itong sa resolution po, no. That is democracy. That is the role of the opposition po, no. Because if the opposition will not be opposing, no, so wala na tayong democracy po, no. Dire-diretso na yan po, ha? Lahat na lang sa majority block. So but anyway, that's for me, that's healthy debate, a healthy debate, and because of that po, na at least na clear din ang mga minds, mga doubts ng mga viewers nila po, ng mga Filipinos po who was watching itong session nila kahapon yun po. Alright, so next video clip that I'm going to share with you, eto po, let's watch and listen.
being anti-China? Let me ask you this question. Can you be pro-Philippines without being anti-China?
Well, that's a general proposition, so I will have to answer with a qualification, Mr. President.
That's okay, Mr. President. Kaso naman, opinion lang naman natin dalawa.
It will be difficult to be out and out pro-China, especially when it comes to policies that affect our national interests. So I will have to qualify that you can be pro-Philippines without being anti-China as a general proposition, but when a conflict arises, obviously, between China's interests and ours, then clearly we stand by the national interest.
Let me ask you.
Alright, narinig nga po, yon, no? Yon po, that's part of the debate kahapon. And another video clip that I want to share with you po ay ito. Listen carefully po.
Nagkakaisa tayo. Lahat ng sabihin ng Chinese ambassador, mali. Paano ko sinabi niya, good morning? Paano ko sinabi niya, ni hao? Good morning. Kinokondemn natin yun? Bawal na mag-good morning sa Pilipinas? You might say it's obvious na hindi yun ang kinokondemn. There's no such thing as obvious. The records of the Senate will bear this resolution and the discussions in this August hall. But anyone can add and subtract if it's general. So which statements are we talking about so that we in the minority, in the opposition, can be able to debate? That's why I started out today by simply saying, pagdating sa South China Sea, sa West Philippine Sea, nagkakaisa tayo, magkakasama tayo, atin ito, ipaglaban natin to. Pero pagdating sa pastusan, out kami dyan. Kasi yung tama is tama, mali is mali. So ang question po ngayon, what will we do, gentlemen from the esteemed senator, gentleman from Pampanga and the author, will you supply us or will we annex or add whereases so that we will see ano ba tong statements na to?
Mr. President, I think the whereases are clear. And just a little bit of research on the part of the researchers will confirm what we are referring to. We don't need to annex all of them, Mr. President. For example, in response to the public statements of the Embassy of the People's Republic of China that opposed and criticized these positions and questioned the propriety of Philippine officials expressing such views in the performance. So it's specified, the nature of the statements. So a little bit of research, malalaman mo na which statements were these because this
Point
refers
of order, Mr. President. Point of order.
What is the point of order?
The statements of Senator Pangilinan, the nature of his statements, kayo na mag-research kung ano statements na yun, Mr. President. Sabi niya, pwede daw yun eh.
Mr. President,
Research na lang.
I have not yet done.
So that's why
Philippine officials,
Mr. President, that's why I gave a point of
members
order.
of the Senate. May I just be? I am still
The point of order, Mr. President, the point of order precedes your precedence.
Mr. President.
Mr. President, maybe ask the minority floor leader to state the point of order. Which part of the rules?
Mr. President,
Which part of the rules was?
I'm making a point, Mr. President, that you cannot make a motion and then say, i-research mo na lang yung laman. Sabi kasi niya, pwede mo daw ipasa to, tapos nandyan naman yung nature ng... Ano ang statement? Mr. President, in the same manner, Mr. President, I admit,
Where is the point
my
of order?
motion, may I finish?
Where is the point
My
of order,
motion
Mr. President?
for...
Where is the point of order suspended?
So, dalawang beses po nagsuspend ang session kahapon po dahil this is one example po, no? Na ano sila medyo mainit na talaga. So, to cool down everybody, si Senator Pangilinan saka si Senator Cayetano, so ang presidente po called for a suspension of the session. And then nag-resume. So, based on what happened yesterday po, dalawang beses yun po nag-suspend. Nag-suspend ang session to cool down ang mga ang dalawang senator natin po. So, bear in mind po, both of them, they are protecting the interest and welfare of the Filipinos and the country. What Senator Peter Cayetano is trying to say is that mali ang approach natin sa problema. Mali ang approach. Hindi na kailangan itong resolution. No? Hindi na kailangan ito resolution dahil it might aggravate ang situation. No? And in the event mag-aggravate itong situation po, what will happen to us, mga Filipinos po? Diba? If China will not be happy with us, what will happen? What if China will decide to cut ang relationship with Philippines? Who will suffer most? I don't think so China will suffer most. It is us, mga Filipinos po. How many millions of overseas Filipino workers ngayon po working in China, in Hong Kong, in Macau, mainland China po? There was a report saying that almost 500,000 Filipinos, overseas Filipino workers in China. Remember, there was a time wherein China got mad at Philippines and they decided not to renew the work permit of the Filipinos po. You imagine if this will happen again po. Magbalik na po ang mga Filipinos, overseas Filipino workers sa bayan natin o dyan po sa Pilipinas. Kaya bang ang gobyerno to give them a job? What will happen if China will stop ang trading with us, with the Philippines? How many farmers will be affected? Those farming sa banana, sa pineapple, and other fruits, we are sending to China po. We are selling it to China. What if China says we will not accept it? what will happen to the farmers? See? I'll give you a very good example. Yun lang pa sa turismo. During the time of, we have a good relationship between Philippines and China, during the time of former President Rodrigo Roa Duterte po. Maganda ang China's tourist arrivals natin sa Pilipinas. But ngayon po, what happened? And now, ngayon po, this year, ang turismo natin, the Department of Tourism, even went to the extent of visa-free na po ang mga Chinese who wants to spend their holiday in the Philippines po. Nasayang yung mga efforts natin. It will all be wasted. No? We have visa-free for Chinese, and then they will not come because of something went wrong, bilateral ties between Philippines and China. Imagine, superpowers po, both US and sabihin natin China. They had some conflicts also po. But hindi natin nakita po to the extent na they will pass a resolution na po ang US. Because they know, US knows they need China. And China knows they also need US. Same thing goes, China needs Malaysia, China needs Vietnam, China needs Thailand, China needs, other Asian countries, even Japan. But they did not go to the extent of ganito po what is happening. Yon ang ayaw ang opposition. Kung pwede, just leave it to the Department of Foreign Affairs to deal with the matter. Hindi dapat ang isang commodore ng Philippine Coast Guard po doing these things po. Yun po. That is the what is really happening. But anyway, sige lang po. Let me share you another a video clip, and this time around po, also an opposition senator, and I'm referring to Senator Rodante Marcoleta, wherein he was also given an opportunity to say something during the session yesterday po. Let's watch and listen to Senator Rodante Marcoleta.
Justice Carpio. At saka yung liit na issue lang na pinalaki po ng mga pangyayari. Isa po sa taong sumausaw sa issue, Mr. President, ay yung dating Justice ng Korte Suprema, si Justice Carpio. At saka yung isang professor yata ng Universidad ng Pilipinas, nangangalang J. Batong Bakal. Ang nagiging problema po, pinipilit nila na yung West Philippine Sea, kagaya na rin ng EEC. Hindi po. Pinangka ko pong itanong sa ating ilang mga miyembro ng Armed Forces na nandoon, 35 po sila, Mr. President. Nalungkot po ako nung malaman ko sa sagot nila, hindi pala nila alam na yung ating mga occupied territories sa KIG ay nasa labas po ng ating exclusive economic zone. Ito po yung mga official po ng ating armed forces, Mr. President. Nakalulungkot po sapagkat ano po ang ipagtatanggol nila kung hindi naman po nila alam pala kung nasaan po yung mga isla na ating pong sinasakupan. Ang sabi po ng Arbitral Tribunal, Mr. President, hindi po ninyo magagawa yan, sabi niya, sa Pilipinas. Tama na kayo po ay isang archipelagic nation. Ngunit, hindi nyo magagawa yan sapagkat you will not be able to meet the requirements of land and water ratio.
Alright, yun po, narinig natin ang statement, portion of the statement made by Senator Rodante Marcoleta yesterday. So yun po ang issue ng resolution which was passed yesterday po dyan po sa Senado, condemning ang officials ng China, ng embahada dyan po sa Manila. Okay, let's see what's next po. No? let's see what's next. And ngayon, at 2 o'clock kanina, nakumpisa na naman ang session ng Senado, and I will continue to monitor. So finally, let's come to our second issue po. Tungkol naman po ang politika dyan po sa Pilipinas. No? Narinig natin kahapon kay former Senator Franklin Drilon na ang partido nila po, Liberal Party, they have a informal meeting, no? Attended by mga opisyales ng partido po. And kahapon din po mayroon na press conference si Senator Risa Ontiveros, and let me share with you po some of the or a portion of the press conference of Senator Risa Ontiveros po tungkol sa politika nila, sa partido nila po. Let's watch and listen to this po. Sana yun, 151. Alright, let's watch and listen.
Okay lang, ibang topic ako agad. On your meeting with VP Lenny last week, what was it all about? Anything that you can share to the public po sa topics na pag-usapan niyo?
Pagkikita namin muli iyon, and syempre, pag-uusap pa rin. So, bahagi siya nung matagal na proseso at prosesong aandar pa in the near future. Nagkakasundo kasi yung mga puso namin, no, in terms of kung ano siguro ang kailangan ng ating bayan moving forward. So, yung puso para sa mamamayan at para sa sambayanan, yung matalas na pag-iisip tungkol sa paano solusyonan yung mga problema natin, pati sa ekonomiya, yung katatagan ng loob sa gitna ng maraming hamon. So, habang mas nagkakaisa kami in the coming times, mas nagiging posible ang mas mahigpit pang pagkakaisa, no? Para pagkakaroon namin yung aming mga muscles ng sama-sama.
You said before yung United Opposition, magkakaroon ng mga ganong movement or meeting. Ito na ba yun? Magsistart na ba yung meeting niyo for a United Opposition for 2028?
Well, pagpapatuloy nga ito ng matagal ng pag-uusap at siguro pwedeng ituring na pagkikita muli in that direction. Hindi naman kasi kami nagmamadali sa proseso. Ang importante sa amin lalong patibayin yung pundasyon ng pagkakaisa namin para, yun nga, moving forward, we can put our best foot forward at saka yung best ideas namin forward para sa ating mga kababayan. So,
Alright, dahil po, narinig natin na si Senator Risa, no? Tungkol sa meeting nila just last Monday. And, doon po, whether we like it or not, obvious na obvious, kasi malapit na, sabi nila malayo pa daw. Malapit na yun po, 2028, ang presidential election. Remember, by next year, 2027 October, they will be filing already ang certificate of candidacy nila. No? So, whether we like it or not po, ngayon, they are already maneuvering na po and carefully studying kung sino po ang kandidato nila, no? Kandidato both sa opposition at saka sa administration po. So, mayroon yan po dito na question sa kanya kay Senator Risa Ontiveros whether ano ba po, ano siya masasabi kung is she ready to be a candidate, a presidential candidate po sa 2028 or vice president candidate po. Vice president candidate. Let's watch and listen to this po. No? Saan na yun? Ang sagot niya po. Ang sagot ni Risa Ontiveros. Hold on, 106. Nandito po.
I would be willing to take on any task na hiningi ng United Opposition. Pasensya rin, babalik-balik ako doon kasi yun yung kumbaga kondisyon ko sa kahit ano. Kung magkaisa kami sa usaping 2028, palagay ko yun yung magpapalakas ng tsansa namin. And kung sino ang buuin naming team or slate para doon. So, supportahan ko yun. Makataya akong gawin ang lahat para mag-materialize yung ganyang scenario. United opposition, strong candidacies.
How is the united opposition that you are building up? Lumalakas ba siya habang papalapit yung 2028 elections? Can you say that?
Work in progress. So, patuloy na nag-uusap, nakikinig sa isa't isa, nagtitimbang ano ba yung options natin, ano yung best options possible. So, work in progress pa talaga siya. Pero I am very hopeful about it. Ma'am,
Alright, yun po, narinig natin. Ang earlier question sa kanya po, kay Senator Riza, is anong masasabi niya tungkol sa ito, whether she will be, is she ready to be a presidential candidate sa 2028, or maybe a candidate representing Vice President po, no? Sa Vice President ba post. So, sabi niya, open daw siya po. Open. No? Now, okay, it's fine. Open po. Whether you're winnable or not is another question. Because if, mga tao dito po sa Malaysia, mga Filipinos po, we look at it na kung si Riza Ontiveros will be a kandidato po to be the president, next president of the Philippines, going against Inday Sara Duterte, Vice President Inday Sara Duterte po, so it's game over. Game over na po. Because if, let's based on the mga poll surveys, election poll surveys carried out last year hanggang ngayon po. Ang layo po. Percentage of Inday Sara Duterte is something like 97%, while si Riza Ontiveros, she only garnered something like 2-point-something%. Ang layo po. No? She must be dreaming according to some of the Filipinos dito sa Malaysia po. But maybe it's another political strategy, no? Kasi narinig natin na ang pangalan ni Senator Riza, si DOJ, DILG, Jovic Remulla, no? And former Vice President Robredo. Ngayon din lumabas din ang mga pangalan ni Raffy Tulfo, no? And others. So, let's see what will happen po, no? Medyo ngayon ang grupo ni Pangulong Junior, medyo mahirapan sila magkuha po para sa partido nila ang kandidato nila po. Let's see. Because whether we like it or not po, no? As we move on itong 2026 po, the President of the Philippines, si President Ferdinand Bongbong Marcos, is becoming a lame duck president. No? Lame duck president. And let's see po, mga maneuvering in this coming days, weeks, and months, no? Especially ang impeachment complaint against VP Sara. No? VP Sara. We will see po. And from there, sa impeachment complaint ni Vice President Inday Sara Duterte, we will see po kung nasaan ang direksyon ng mga congressmen, ng mga senador po. Because they have, whether we like it or not po, itong mga congressmen, they're going for re-election, di ba? Sa 2028. Now, they have to follow kung saan ang malakas na kandidato po. Or else, 50-50 din po for them to be re-elected. So, that's how things are moving sa Philippines po, no? When it comes to the last 2 years, last 2 minutes ng presidente po, makita natin po ang mga supporters niya po will now be changing their camp sa ibang partido po. And they will go for those na nakita nila po that this party or the candidates of that particular party po are winnable. So they will be supporting po. So let's see. Let's see what will happen Let's see what will happen. Okay, when asked about Vice President, former Vice President Robredo being a candidate, possible presidential a candidate, ito po ang response ni Senator Risa Ontiveros po.
Kino-consider pa ba si former VP Lenny as a frontrunner for the 2028 elections?
Hindi importante siguro sa ngayon yung mga pangalan. Ang importante ay, yun na nga, ang puso at isip namin ay nagkakaisa ng mahaba-habang panahon na, and moving forward, magkakaisa kami sa aming pagkilos. Yun yung inaasahan ko.
Ma'am, for President, and napag-usapan po ba yun during the meeting?
Hindi yan napag-usapan sa meeting yung mga individual. I remain open, I remain willing, at yung kondisyon ko ay yung tulad nung matagal ko na rin sinasabi, kung piliin ng United Opposition. Kasi yun din ang sinasabi ko na rin ng matagal na kailangan ng oposisyon, kung lalaban kami sa 2028, yun yung intensyon, desire ko na lalaban kami sa 2028 na mag-alok sa ating mamamayan ng pinakamalakas at credible na kandidato.
Alright, klaro-klaro po. That's it. That's it from the mouth of Senator Risa Ontiveros. Okay, whether you like it or not po, if election will be held today or tomorrow po, asigurado, si Vice President Inday Sara Duterte will come out victorious. And itong ang daming mga rumors, istorya po, coming out sa impeachment, why they want to impeach Inday Sara Duterte po, it is because they fear on the great possibility, that Inday Sara Duterte will be the next president po. In fact, sa social media, nakita ko just today na mayroon yan na message si Congressman Pulong Duterte. Sabi daw ni ang tatay niya, si Tatay Digong, na suportahan ang mga Duterte po kay Inday. He's asking the Filipinos to support ang political struggle ni Inday Sara Duterte at saka ang mga Dutertes po. So, ganon ang sitwasyon ngayon. Ngayon ang sitwasyon ngayon po. So, let's see what will happen next. And let's continue. I will continue to monitor ang mga session dyan po sa Kongreso, dyan po sa Senado, and of course, particularly itong impeachment complaint against VP Sara, VP Sara po. So, I will make sure that kung sakali mayroon mga updates, I will make sure na kayo po, mga kaibigan, kababayan, kapatid ko po, who is watching itong TikTok The Real Talk with Nico, nandito tayo po sa YouTube, sa Facebook, at saka sa TikTok. Please, subscribe, follow me, and like po, kung pwede po, Ito lang ang hingi ako sa inyo po because this program is designed, aimed para sa inyong lahat. So siguro hanggang dito na lang muna ang programa natin for today, February 10 na po. And malapit na ang Valentine's Day. Sa Biyernes na yan po. Make sure po, do not forget ang mga loved ones natin, particularly itong mga husband and husband. Make sure, kung husband ka, si Mrs. dapat magbigay ng konting regalo sa husband niya. Kung husband ka, make sure na you have something to give kay Mrs. And not only kay Mrs., sa mga anak natin po, sa mga magulang natin po. Let us celebrate this celebration Valentine's Day sa Friday po. Make it very meaningful, memorable, and problem-free. So with this, si Nico Fabian, we already touched on the two issues ang debate dyan po sa Senado at saka itong political activities carried out by ang grupo nila Senator Risa Ontiveros po, ang Liberal Party po. So with this, once again, si Nico Fabian would like to say thank you very much for making me a part of your day today. Malaysia, Sabah, the Philippines, God bless us all. Ingat tayong lahat. I'll see you in my next episode. Bye, and I love you.